This shelf-stable Scampi sauce mix was a subscriber request and can be used in all sorts of recipes. Today, I'll show you how I put together a meal in a jar version of Olive Garden's Chicken Scampi. It's got that delicious butter, garlic, and lemon flavor from the Scampi sauce, as well as tender pasta, tasty veggies, and yummy chicken. These recipes are bursting with bold flavors and would be great additions to your pantry. Well, hi there everyone. My name is Kareth. I'm a wife, a mom, an author, and a cook. On this channel, I like to create recipes using freeze-dried food. Sometimes it's completely shelf-stable, like a meal or a mix in a jar. Other times, I combine freeze-dried with fresh, but all the time, it's delicious. I'm here to help people who have freeze-dried food on their shelves to know how to cook with it. I test out recipes so you don't have to. Welcome to the Freeze-Dried Foodie. Years ago, whenever my husband and I first got engaged, we had gone to Olive Garden with my mom and his parents to have the talk about the wedding, like our first kind of meeting. I have this wonderful memory of that meal. It's like a precious memory to me. And I remember what I ordered, y'all, from the Olive Garden. I ordered the chicken scampi. And it's such a delicious meal. It has these happy memories associated with it in my mind. So I thought, if I'm going to make a Scampi sauce mix for y'all, I'm going to go ahead and make the chicken scampi from Olive Garden. And it has literally been years and years and years since I had that, but hopefully I will do it justice with this recipe here. Shrimp scampi is probably my favorite way to have a scampi sauce, but I didn't have any freeze-dried shrimp. So I'm going to be making the scampi sauce, and then I'm going to just make the chicken scampi. Scampi sauce is basically a butter sauce. So I'm going to have a good amount of butter here in this recipe. It's going to basically be butter with flavorings. So I've got a good amount of garlic that's going to go in there, some chicken bouillon powder, salt and pepper. I'm going to give it a little bit of spice with some crushed red pepper flakes, and then just some parsley. I am going to be including some cornstarch in order to give it a little bit of thickness. When you put this on the stovetop, that cornstarch will help it to thicken up. And then I'm going to be using a good amount of freeze-dried lemon juice. Now, if you don't have this certain brand of the lemon juice, don't worry. You can also just use True Lemon, those packets, you could do that. Or if you have gotten some of the freeze-dried lemon slices from Wise Harvest, then you could crush those up and just use those if you have those. And they're kind of new to me. I just received mine in the mail, and y'all, I'm so impressed with them. I love them. And I'll show you what I use them for typically. But anyway, all right, so everything, I just put it in this pint-sized jar, and I'm giving it a good shake and a stir. But y'all, you could put everything in a bowl and whisk it and then put it into the jar if that's what you prefer. But anyway, here is that Scampi sauce mix, and you could keep this stored on your pantry shelf. Probably how people will use it is they'll make it and throw some raw shrimp into the sauce and cook that shrimp in the sauce. And that's probably what people are going to be doing with it. I doubt that you're going to just make Scampi sauce on its own, but I mean, you can. And so here I am showing you, this is how you would do it. It's 1 part sauce mix to 2 parts water or liquid. What I did was I did 1/4 cup of the sauce mix, and then I have 1/2 cup of water, and I removed 1 tablespoon of that water, and I'm replacing it with white wine. So if you have a little bit of white wine to add here, it's so good in here, but y'all, you don't have to have it. It's not necessary. I have made it without the wine and with all water, and it's great. It's yummy. the acidity that the wine provides. You're going to get it from the lemon anyway. So I do like the flavor of the white wine, but don't worry if you don't have it or don't want to use it. You can just use all water. It is delicious. Now, what I really like to do at this point in time, whenever I get that sauce mix really good and hot and it's starting to boil, I like to throw in one of those freeze-dried lemon slices from Wise Harvest. Here's a peek inside the bag. Those lemon slices are so yummy. I didn't really know what I was missing until I got those in the mail, and I have been using them every day. I put them in my iced tea. I put them in my hot tea with honey. I use them now in the sauce here. And y'all, they're so good. I'm really impressed. I'll include my link below. You can order those if you want, but wow, I'm really impressed. I just got an email with a coupon code for you to use. So if you click on my link below and you want to order something from Wise Harvest, use my coupon code FDFoodie15 and you will get 15% off of your order. And I will include that link below in the description box. After I cooked that sauce for like 5 minutes on a simmer, I gave it a taste. You can adjust your seasonings if you need to. I think people would put some pasta in there, or maybe just throw in some cooked meat, or, you know, cook some shrimp in that sauce, whatever you want to do. It's really tasty. I did take a picture yesterday of my iced tea cup, and my daughter said, "Ooh, Mom, that looks so pretty." It really does, doesn't it? Just love those lemon slices. Okay, now that I've got that Scampi sauce mix prepared, I'm going to show you how you can use it. I'm going to make a meal in a jar for chicken scampi. And this is something that is like my knockoff version of the Olive Garden Chicken Scampi. It's going to include some pasta, some heavy cream powder, and some vegetables and some chicken. And that's basically what chicken scampi is. Oh, and Parmesan cheese. Can't forget the Parmesan cheese. So what I like to do here is I like to put up a list on the screen so you can get an idea of what goes in the recipe. And I put the exact measurements down in the description box below the video. So if you're interested in making this, you can just click on that description box and make sure to expand it so you can see the whole thing. And then I put the exact recipe down in the description box below my videos. So I've got a quart-sized jar here. This is going to make like 2 huge servings, or probably 3 regular size servings of chicken scampi. And into that jar, I've already put about 7 ounces of spaghetti noodles. I just broke those in half. And then I went ahead and put that Scampi sauce mix in the bottom, along with some heavy cream powder. And then I've got a cup of freeze-dried chicken. Now I'm using the freeze-dried chicken slices from Thrivalist. You can use whatever kind of freeze-dried chicken you want. And you might have to, every once in a while, just like pat that jar down, make sure those ingredients settle down. It's a little bit tricky to fit everything in there with the pasta already in the jar, but you can do it. I do it, you can do it. I'm including like 3 different types of onions in my recipe because I've got freeze-dried red onions from Lighthouse. I've got freeze-dried green onions and yellow onions from Thrivalist, but you could use all of one or the other. You don't have to use like 3 types of onions if you don't want to. I've got some Italian seasoning that's going in there, and then a good amount of freeze-dried Parmesan cheese. And I'm just trying to make sure those ingredients settle down in the gaps and the spaces, so I'll have enough room to include both kinds of bell peppers at the top of my jar. I've got red bell pepper slices and green bell pepper slices, and y'all just fit as many as you can in there and just don't worry about it too much. If you are going to be storing this for the long term, you'll want to include an oxygen absorber in there. And here is the jar that you could keep stored on your pantry shelf. So whenever you're in the mood for some chicken scampi, it'll just be ready and waiting for you. If you enjoy my recipes and would like to purchase my cookbooks, I do have a couple of cookbooks that are available. If you're interested in paperback, I have them on Amazon. If you want the digital downloads, then those are available on my website. I'll link to all that below. I appreciate your support so much. So I've got a large Dutch oven here. You could use any kind of a large pot, and just empty out the ingredients from the jar into the pot. I made some pasta art right there. And anyway, I added about 5 cups of water to this and get some heat going. Don't worry about it too much. You'll have to heat that up really before that pasta is going to settle down into the liquid. But I went ahead and added, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons of white wine to this as well, just because I had it and it's really good with it. Don't worry about it if you don't have it. It's good without it as well. So once your water heats up and it kind of helps that pasta to get tender, then you can stir it really well. Make sure you don't have any, pockets of dry powder in there. And then go ahead and bring that to a boil. I think I had my temperature set at a 6 out of 10 on the stove. And then once it came to an actual boil, like a full boil, then I stirred it really well and I turned down my temperature to probably a 4 out of 10 on my stove. You want to maintain the boil. You want to keep it boiling. You don't want to turn it down too low, but you might turn it down just a little bit. And now's a good time to add some extra lemon slices, because I just find if I add that before it starts the boil, then I'm just too paranoid about messing it up, or I don't know. I usually just wait until it boils. I've just made this a couple of times, but I wait until I get to the boil and then I add the lemon slices in. You need to let that boil and let that pasta cook. That's gonna probably take 12 to 15 minutes. I think I gave it 12 minutes and then did the taste test, gave it another 2 or 3 minutes after that point. So you just need to let it go long enough to make sure that your pasta is tender. I think it kind of matters, like your elevation matters a little bit here. I have a friend from New Mexico and she tells me she's at, I don't know, is it like 6,000 feet or something? And she has a more difficult time than I do getting her pasta to get tender in a sauce. But I don't know, Carol, hopefully this will work for you. Let me know how it goes. But I'm thinking that since this sauce is not too viscous, it's not too thick, maybe this one will work a little bit better for you. I did add a little bit of salt. I actually forgot to add the salt into the jar when I was putting that meal together. I'll put that in the recipe notes below. But you do need some salt because you're flavoring the pasta and the chicken and all the vegetables, etc. So you do need some salt here. All right, so this is probably after about 14 or 15 minutes. Whenever it's tender, take it off the stove, cover it, and just let it sit for probably 10 minutes. And in that amount of time, your pasta is going to absorb a lot of that extra sauce. And you'll end up with something that is just nice and thick. There's not an excessive amount of sauce, but there is a good amount of sauce. And that's what you want in a good chicken scampi. Yeah. So I like to add a little bit of extra fresh Parmesan cheese. I grated some Parm on here, and then I had some herbs that I sprinkled on. I think I put parsley and chives on here. But anyway, if you want to do that, this is going to be an excellent finish to this dish. I think anytime you are making something from freeze-dried or from the shelf, If you can add something fresh to it at the end, it's always gonna elevate your dish. So I do like to add some fresh things if I have them. If I have the ability to do that, then I like to do it. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's gonna be good without it. Like if you took this meal camping with you, let's say, and you didn't bring along some fresh Parmesan cheese to add at the end and some fresh parsley, I mean, it would still be good. So don't worry about that. It's still going to be good. But, if you have it, then go ahead and put it on there. It'll make it even better. So isn't that just a beautiful dish? I love how the lemon slices get really tender in here. And y'all, they just kind of melt into the whole thing. We left them in there and they got really, really tender. They're not like super sour or anything. They just absorb the sauce. They take on the flavors of everything else. We just chopped those up and ate them as part of the dish. And let me tell you what, they're fantastic. I just really am impressed with these lemon slices. Now, if you don't have them, don't worry. It's still got that lemon powder in there, and you can always add a squeeze of fresh lemon if you have it. That would be good as well. But y'all, this is a delicious meal. I've eaten this a couple of times. One time, what we did was we pulled it off the stove. I put it in a casserole dish, sprinkled it with some mozzarella cheese, and broiled it. And boy, oh boy, that was delicious as well. The pasta's nice and tender. The Scampi sauce, it's garlicky, it's buttery, it's lemony. So this whole thing has kind of a brightness to it, a lightness to it. It's different than an Alfredo sauce. There is some cream powder, and here's some heavy cream powder, but it's not as heavy as an Alfredo sauce. I think that lemon just lifts everything up and brightens everything. It's a really, really nice addition. Now, as far as let's say comparing this to the Olive Garden version of chicken scampi, the Olive Garden version is going to have some crispness to those red bell peppers, green bell peppers. It's going to have a different texture. Okay. So I've got the flavor here, but it is a different texture just because it's freeze-dried bell peppers. They don't really stay crispy when you cook them, but the flavor is fantastic. I think you're really going to enjoy this dish. Well, all right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this is beneficial to you. I hope it helps you to know how to cook with your freeze-dried ingredients with confidence. All right, here is your verse of the day. This is from Deuteronomy 31, verse 8, and it reads, "It is the Lord who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed." Well, I hope you'll have a wonderful day, a blessed week, and until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.